In the 1930s, a young boy who had working class parents was extremely shy in class. This boy, who would grow up to be one of the great voices of the 20th century, could not speak. But he discovered poetry. And his teacher said, "Hey, James, why don't you start reciting that poetry?" This boy grew up and became a young man, and he joined the military. And he started working with the stagehands in the theater unit. And that was when James Earl Jones caught the theater bug. He worked as a janitor as he studied theater. And it was Shakespeare who allowed this incredible talent with a magnanimous voice to defy the racism of that time, earning roles in numerous Shakespearean productions and on radio. A director in mid-career by the name of Stanley Kubrick learned of this blazing talent and cast James Earl Jones as Lieutenant Lothar Zog in Dr. Strangelove. James Earl Jones would also be the first guest to appear on Sesame Street. And yes, you know him as Darth Vader, but he was so much more than that. Check out the 1974 movie Claudine to see exactly how great James Earl Jones was. This was one of the first movies to tackle welfare and income inequality that was made in the Hollywood system. And when George Lucas came calling, James Earl Jones did not want to take credit as the voice of Darth Vader. He insisted that his unmistakable, powerful voice was merely a special effect. A special effect. Those of us who grew up with the voice of Darth Vader haunting us in our dreams, who discovered the films and the television that he did, knew that he was far more than a special effect. James Earl Jones was a force of nature, a robust presence that was unmistakable in everything he did. This man was a vital trailblazer. And while he lived a long life, his voice was so unmistakable that you really believed, and I certainly believed, that James Earl Jones would live forever. But today came the sad news that James Earl Jones, who lived a long life, died at the age of 93. But I think this man will be remembered for more than Darth Vader. James Earl Jones paved the way for so many other actors. If you had a commanding voice, how you looked didn't matter at all. If everything that you performed came from the heart, came from some essential place, you could make it anywhere. And James Earl Jones did. So rest in peace, James Earl Jones. I loved your voice. I loved your acting. And there will never, ever be a presence and a voice as great as yours, sir.